Hello friends, welcome back. As in the previous video, we have learned how to launch the EC2 instance and how to connect EC2 instance through the instance terminal, and we also launched the Apache server with EC2 instance. So here we are extending that how we can connect to our EC2 instance via multiple command line interfaces, because command line interface is the most useful interface to be used to access and control the cloud services, or we can say that cloud resources. So let's start. Here this is AWS management console. So you can search for the EC2 service over here, or you can directly select EC2 service from the console. So here I am going to launch a new instance. So click launch instance and give it a name. My EC2 server, and here I am going to use Amazon Linux server. This is the description, that 64-bit and micro instance. You can select large, extra large, nano as per your requirement, or if once selected you can modify it anytime. Next, if you want to connect it through the command line interface through the third party device, if you want to connect your instance via command line interface, then you surely need to generate the key pair. For that you need to click on the create a new pair, and if you want to connect it via OpenSSH, so you need to download .pem format of your key, and if you want to connect via Putty, so I am going to use the Putty. So you can try it with OpenSSH as well. So for Putty you need to select .ppk format of your key, but before that you need to provide the key. So here I have provided key new and generate the key pair, or create the new key pair, and it will download the key pair for my EC2 instance that I will be using further to connect via the Putty through command line interface. So let's start, and here just allow the HTTP traffics. For this demo we are creating the allowing the HTTP traffic from anywhere. Now simply launch the instance. So it would take a while. The instance is launched, so click on the instance ID, and here is your instance. The status is still pending. You can refresh the page. And here are the details like public IPv4 address. This is private IPv4 address. This is public IPv4 address that we will be using to connect it via Putty. If you are Windows user, you need to install Putty to communicate to your EC2 instance via the SSH client. So SSH client will be the Putty. So SSH client is nothing, it's running SSH protocol, that is secure shell protocol, to remote login or to transfer file with the server. So here the server is your EC2 instance. So let's start. Here the instance is running now. So you can simply click on connect. So from connect you are getting this window where we have EC2 instance connect. So here you are going to get the instant terminal or command line interface for your server. So simply connect. So this is the first method to connect to your EC2 instance. So here the EC2 instance is successfully running. The EC2 instance is successfully running, and here is the name of your EC2 instance, my EC2 server. Now to check, just ping any of your websites. So let's ping to google.com, and here the connection is successfully established. Simply press Ctrl C. So you can see where you will stop. 6 till this point I have 6 status of 6 packet transmitted and received, and 0% of packet loss, and time in millisecond is also displayed over here. So our connection is successful. So let's try to list the files for this instance. So we are having 0 files with this instance till now because we have not created any file. So let's quickly create a file. So I'm going to create file 1. I'm also going to create a directory mkdir d1. So we have created one directory and one file. Now you can also install application, like you can install Docker, you can install Python, anything. So this is the complete server that you are accessing via the command line interface. Okay, so to exit, simply write exit and it will log out this client SSH client terminal from the server. Now let's see the next method. So the next method is to connect via SSH client. So to connect via SSH client, you need to copy this. This is your public DNS name. So you need to copy this public DNS name, that is copied. Now open the Putty. So from the Putty interface, for host name, you need to enter this public DNS name and the connection type should be SSH. Now next step is, for connecting via the Putty, you need to upload the key, okay, for authentication. Otherwise the server will not allow the Putty or SSH client, this is our SSH client, to access the instance. For to allow the instance to access the client to access the instance, we must upload the key pair, and here we are using RSA key. So private key must be uploaded with this SSH client. So for that you need to select SSH, and under SSH you need to select authentication, where you need to browse the key. So the key was my this key new .ppk open. Okay, next click open, and this is the interface. You need to click accept. Next, login. So you need to provide the login username. I am login as EC2 user. You need to write the same EC2 user, and the authentication is done via key new that we had uploaded. So after the authentication, the connection is successfully established with our EC2 client. So now let's check the connection with the same procedure, ping, and it start transferring the bytes. So Control C, 6 packets transmitted and received and 0 packet loss. So the connection is successfully established. Now let's check whether we are accessing the same EC2 instance or not, means same EC2 server or not, that we accessed via the instance terminal in the browser. So just list the files over here with ls command, and here we can see the file d1 or file 1 and directory 1 is listed over here, that we created via the instance terminal. Okay, because we are accessing the same instance, same server via 2 terminal, but the server is same, so we are getting same list of file. For detail you can also try ls-l. So it will give a detailed description of your files, that you have created d1 as the directory with read, write, execute permission, and file 1 is also created with read, write for user and read, write for group, and only read for others. So this is displaying the permissions. Okay, so these are the Linux commands. So here we have successfully connected to our EC2 instance. You can install any application to your server via this command line interface. So that's it for this video. Hope you learned something from this video. See you in the next video. Till then, bye and take care.